What can I purchase with my money? So when it come down to kickoff, you guys, you can only purchase certain things. So they have a store and you can only purchase certain things within that store. It's basically just ebooks and memberships, basically. Stop thinking of kickoff as I need to purchase something or I'm trying to really get something. Think of kickoff as I need a company to report to the credit bureaus that I'm paying on time so that other companies will want to deal with me and give me a credit card, because that's all it is, you guys. They're reporting to the credit bureaus that you're paying on time, and that you're keeping your balance low. And then once other companies see that, or the credit bureaus see that, they're going to boost your credit score up. And then other companies going to see that you got a better credit score, your credit score is higher, and then they're going to give you a credit card. So that's why I tell people, just don't think about buying anything. Just think of them as they're reporting to the credit bureaus for you. That's it. Because you can't really buy anything special. All you're doing is buying ebooks, really, and buying their membership so that they can report every month to the credit bureaus. But that's it. Like, you're not really buying like, oh, I'm gonna buy a scooter or might. No, it's not that type of party like with kickoff. Oh, think of kickoff as a reporting to the credit bureaus. Now, something that did come to my attention is that somebody put that they're paying $20 per month to kick off and they're reporting a $2,500 credit card. When kickoff first started, I told you guys that my credit score went up 37 points just from them being added to my credit reports. And that was a good thing, but that account was free. Like, that was a free account. I don't like the thought of paying $20 per month, because that money is going to add up. And if you want to get a $2,500 credit card, like, that's not even a credit card, it's a credit account. Like, if you guys really want to get accounts like that, get you a secure credit card, pay money on a secure credit card, and let it graduate. Like Discover can go to a $2,500 secure. Put $1,000 deposit down and do right by them. Make sure that you're paying on time. You keep your balance low, and then you're going to see that card can graduate to an unsecured credit card for $2,500, and you can use that card anywhere that, I believe it's Visa or MasterCard is accepted, okay? But you ain't got to worry about, let me use it at the store. Now, $20 a month, you guys, that's $240 that you're throwing into this account. I suggest that you just, if you got somebody already sitting in your savings, because all a secure credit card is, it's a savings account anyway to me, because you can always ask for your money back. But get you a Discover credit card and you can get that $2,500 account too. But if you just have their small basic one, like the one I have, I think it's like $2 per month. Soon as that's over with, you guys, I'm not paying anymore for that. I'm not paying anymore for that. I'm not going to a higher amount. They report a $500 account to my credit reports, and that's it. But just get the secure one, okay? If you got the smaller one, just let them report to the credit bureaus. Don't think too hard. Do not think too hard. All you want them to do is report to the credit bureaus. You ain't trying to buy nothing from them like that. You ain't trying to do none of that. You want to just figure out what you got to do so that they can report to credit bureaus that you're paying on time. That's all that account is. So keep that in your mind when you think about purchasing something. Get something that can report for a long period of time at a low amount. That's it. If you don't want anything from the store, just get something that can report to the credit bureaus. Kickoff is basically a company that can report to the credit bureaus. Don't think of them as, oh, I want to buy something from them. I bought an ebook from them originally, and I just bought the ebook just so that they can report to the credit bureaus, because that's all they do. They report to the credit bureaus. They would have reported to the credit bureaus if they did not have to make you buy something. But they found out that they have to make you buy something so that they can report to the credit bureaus. So that's why they put products out there so that you can report, so that they can actually report to the credit bureaus. So please just buy something really cheap that you can have a report to the credit bureaus. That's it. And then just pay the minimum balance on it. You'll be good. Don't think about buying anything extravagant, okay? Just buy something that's going to be able to be reported to the credit bureaus, and that's it. Does charging more than 5% on your credit limit only hurt your credit? if you don't pay it back in time. No, charging more than 5% on your credit card and letting them report to the credit bureaus, to me, is going to overall drop the highest potential and credit score you could have got. So if you guys spend more than 29% on your credit card, it's automatically hurting your credit. It's automatically dropping your credit score. If you guys spend, to me, if you guys spend more than that 10%, you not hurting your credit, but you only getting a little boost, just a little boost. If you guys are more in that 5 to 10 range, they're going to give you a bigger boost. But when you guys are like that 5%, 4%, and 3%, you're really increasing your credit score a lot. Now, I don't care if you guys only spend 5% on your credit card. If you don't pay that credit card on time, you messing up your payment history at this time. Then you're gonna have a late payment. So make sure you're paying it on time and do not spend more than 5%. This is something I just live by and something I see a lot of people get a great boost, even myself. That's how I really discovered it. I'm like, I need to tell people about this. I test my credit for so many things, and this is one of the things, just keeping a balance low. I see my credit score just shoot up a lot by just keeping a balance low on my credit cards. As soon as I max out my credit cards, spend too much on, they report to the credit bureaus, I see my credit score drop like 60 points. But as soon as I pay it off, here go my credit score 65, 70, sometimes even 80 points increase just by paying out my credit cards. That's why I never trip if for some reason I did not pay off my credit card in full, because I just know if you're not trying to apply for nothing this month, you good. All right, you just, as long as you pay your statement balance so you don't get charged any interest, you'll be good. But you can always pay down your credit cards, but not paying on time, a late payment can hurt you a lot. And that's one of the biggest things too. Just make sure you're paying at least the minimum balance, period. Pay at least the minimum balance. I know I say pay the statement balance by the due date. That's just to not get charged interest. Just so that they don't report you late to the credit bureaus, pay at least your minimum balance. And they can't report you late until you're actually 30 days late too. So for some reason you are actually late paying your credit card, just make sure you pay it off as soon as possible. Pay the minimum balance as soon as possible so that they don't report you late. Can you get a charge off removed? I'm not sure because you can definitely get a charge off removed from your credit reports. You're seeing on your account that they're reporting every month now, but as soon as you get that charge off removed, they're not going to be reporting that anymore. The credit bureaus are going to let them know that you can't report this account anymore. So it should not come back on unless the account, like say if you disputed it was something that's inaccurate, unless they fix that or change it or provide proof, that account should not come back on. But you can definitely get it removed. I have a dispute letter down below with the 60 points in 60 days. Definitely check that out. You see the link in the comments. Go ahead and check that out, and you guys can get a free dispute letter that you can send to the credit bureaus. Also, acquire dispute letter, one for collection company. You can send that dispute letter to the credit bureaus, and you can list that charge off on there. Just find errors on there, and then once you fill that out, send it to the credit bureaus, and that's the first process of working to get it removed. Now, it's not just sometimes that easy to remove charge offs. You need to find out exactly what's wrong with it. Is it reporting? Is the last date activity wrong? Is the balance wrong? Is the payment history incorrect? Find all these different errors. And once you find all these different errors, then that's when you can list that on your dispute letters. You can also make another dispute letter directly to the creditor. I have these letters already in the membership that you guys can use, but you can make another dispute letter to the creditor and say, hey, these are the errors and you need to remove it because of this. And if they don't want to remove it, they say, hey, everything is wrong, then you can go double back, see what's actually wrong, see if it's still wrong, and then file complaints with like the Better Business Bureau, CFPB, and then possibly do a lawsuit too. But definitely look into this. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an attorney, I cannot give you legal advice, but this is something I personally did. So those are really your options, but it should not just come back on. A lot of times you get those collection accounts removed, they don't just come back on. What you do see come back is those collections, because what they'll do is usually when you get a collection removed from your credit report, they'll sell it to another collection company. So a lot of times you get a collection removed, and say if you're not outside of the statute of limitations, the amount of time they have to sue you, then you may want to go ahead and settle with them and try to see, hey, can I pay 25% of what I owe? Can I pay 50% of what I owe? Because all they're going to do is sell into a new company, add it to your credit reports, and you don't want that to happen. Self can really build your credit up, but if for some reason you find yourself not being able to pay it, all I have to say is I don't care what you have to do, you want to pay it, or you possibly want to try to see if you can cancel it, but do not just let it sit there and not be paid because it can really damage your credit. When you close your account with Self and you haven't paid it out in full, or if you just close your account with Self in general, it can drop your credit score, most likely will drop your credit score. But if you're thinking about getting another account because you can't pay your self account, I suggest that you just figure out how to keep your self account. Because if you're thinking about getting another account, that means you're going to potentially pay this new company. So you might as well just keep the account that you have and try to figure out what you can do to pay it. And that's the main thing that I really like about self. So self have it now where let me pull it up for you guys. Self have it now where their basic account, like their $25 account and a $35 account, always reported to the credit bureaus for 24 months, right? But now they have it, and then the $48 and $150 per month, they reported that for only 12 months, but now they have it as these are reporting for 12 months. I mean, these are reporting for 24 months too. So now it's not like, oh, I just want to just make sure I can pay on time or just make sure everything is good. That's why I told you I like to do $48 per month. I just want to make sure I can legit have an extra bill. Nothing's going to come up where I can't pay it because if you mess up your self account, you guys, it's going to damage your credit so much. It's going to be so hard because they don't want to delete that account. So now they have it as you can get the $25 per month for 24 months. And I just suggest that if anybody want to have an account, unless you have a lot of money coming in, like I mean a lot of money, and like if you got thousands of dollars per month just to blow on bullcrap, probably what you're doing. If you have a lot of money just to blow, then you can go ahead and get like the $150 per month or the $48 per month. But just start with that basic one, you guys. And I do suggest that you put this money to the side in like a savings account or some other account, and then let them just take that money. That way, if you like somebody said that they lost their job, when stuff like that happen, you already know you had that money sitting to the side because this is going to really damage your credit by closing that account or not paying them. And that's just the worst thing that you can do. Like, you just don't want that to happen. So just try to do everything that you can do to pay off that self account and pay it on time. Because if you close it, it's going to damage your credit. And I just don't think um, that you should try to go with another credit builder if you leave self. I just don't see the point of doing that because you're gonna have to pay something. It's a secure. You're gonna have to pay something that's secured. Does it help you build your credit score? And let me see what they were talking about. Oh, okay, I know this one is that. Snap Finance does not help you build your credit score at all. They do not report to the credit bureau. So say if you take a loan out with Snap, they're not going to report to the credit bureau. So they're not going to help you build your credit. If you guys were to do like Snap or like Acima, they're not going to report. Well, let me not bring Acima in here, but these companies right here, usually they don't report to the credit bureaus. Double check for Acima, but for sure Snap Finance is not going to report to the credit bureaus. They'll let you get the credit, but they're not going to report to the credit bureaus. So it should not affect your credit score. Now I brought in Acima. So since I brought in Acima, let me even see if they report to the credit bureaus because I've been saying something now. Also, Acima is actually only going to report to Experian only. They're not going to report. Acima is only going to report to Experian. They're not going to report to TransUnion or Equifax. They're only going to report to Experian. So Snap is not going to report at all. So it's not going to help you build your credit. But at least Acima is going to report to Experian, which can boost your credit score more for your Experian credit score. Oh wait, we did that one. Okay. So if you guys want to get jewelry, maybe you guys should look into like K Jewelers. They have a credit card. Maybe look into Zales, Ideal Jewelry. Also, and also just Google other credit cards that's good, that's at jewelry stores. I do suggest that you guys probably just get like a regular credit card that offers like cash back, and you can use those same credit cards at the jewelry store, whatever jewelry store that you want to actually go with. But you can try out those companies, and hopefully those companies help you, and see exactly what their requirements are like personally going to be for each of those companies. Will Walmart transactions fall under 2% back? If you guys have a Bank of America credit card, Walmart transactions is not going to report under groceries. Only stores that's going to report under groceries is actual grocery stores. But if it's like a supermarket like Walmart or Target, it's not going to report under groceries. So just make sure that you guys are actually going to a grocery store to get that 2% back. And I like to still shop. I don't know. People call me cheap. I don't know. I love to still shop because I can do like Instacart and like Audis, and I know for sure you're gonna get that 2% back there. So I don't know. I love to still get certain things at Walmart still, but maybe you want to look into getting a Walmart credit card, or try to get another credit card that would count Walmart as groceries. Can you use this credit card anywhere? So when it comes down to the Good Sam card, they have two cards. That is basically what Camping World. They have the store card. That's where you only can use it at the store. But then they also have the Good Sam's Visa card. With the Visa card, you can use this card anywhere Visa is accepted. But you have to make sure that you actually have their Visa card. If it is not a Visa card, you cannot use it anywhere. And when I say anywhere, it's going to be wherever Visa is accepted. If it's a MasterCard, you're going to have to only use it where MasterCard is accepted. If it does not have any type of like Visa or MasterCard, then it's most likely a store card, and you can only use it at that store that's listed on the card. What if I have no credit? If you guys do not have any credits, you have to start with a secure credit card. Seriously, start off with the secure credit cards. Preferably the ones I like is Navy Federal and Discover, because I know those are going to graduate. Some people say that Navy Federal does not graduate, but I have seen it graduate, and then I've seen a lot of time Discover graduated. So start off with those secure credit card that's going to graduate. If you can't get those, just get any secure credit cards. Put a $200 deposit down on it and let them report to the credit bureaus. Make sure you don't spend more than $50 on these credit cards, or don't let them report to the credit bureaus more than $50. So if you spend $100, make sure that you pay it all the way down to $50, if not lower than that. And let them keep reporting to the credit bureaus. You see your credit score go up. Once your credit scores go up, then you can probably have a pick of a lot of credit cards at that point, but you just got to start getting that payment history and to show that you can pay on time. Now, not only can you guys get secure credit cards, but you also like it's other credit cards that don't care that you don't have any. Not want to say credit cards, but credit accounts that don't care that you don't have any credit history, like Self and Kickoff. They have accounts that can report to the credit bureaus that can boost your credit scores, and once it boosts your credit score, then you guys are able to go ahead and apply for other credit cards. So try to see if you can get those too, but most likely if you don't have any type of credit, you're going to have to start with a secure credit card. I believe this was City. Yeah, so for the City Secure credit card, they are going to pull your Experian credit report. Just make sure, like, they're really strict about bankruptcies. Make sure you haven't filed a bankruptcy in the last 2 years, because they're very strict on that. Make sure you don't have too many negative accounts, because they are not going to want to give you a credit card if you have too many negative accounts. But you guys should be able to get it. Just understand that they are going to pull your Experian credit report. if you guys have a 500 credit score, you probably most likely have to get a secure credit card, and that's okay. Just get a secure credit card that can actually graduate, like Discover, like Navy Federal. These two credit cards are actually going to graduate, which means you have to put a $200 minimum secured deposit down on here. You have to put a deposit down on it, but in about 6 months, sometimes even, well, let's say 3 months, all the way up to 10 months, they're going to give you your money back and increase your credit limit. So they're going to give your money back, increase your credit limit, and send you a new card. So I like for you guys to get those secure cards. As you guys start having that secure card, you paying your card on time, you keeping the balance low, your credit score should be going up. So by the time that credit card graduate, you should be able to apply for other credit cards and get higher limit credit cards. But you have to start off with secure, most likely, if you have a 500 credit score. This only work with the shopping cart trick credit cards. Let me see. So I don't even know what to say. Let me try again. So when it comes down to the credit cards where you can actually freeze your account after you get the approval, this is not necessarily like the shopping cart trick. People are doing this with like the GM credit cards and also the Apple credit cards. After they say, hey, you're pre-approved for this amount, they freeze their credit bureau and then they go ahead and accept that offer so that they don't get the hard inquiry. This is not necessarily a shopping cart trick thing. This is not like a shopping cart trick thing. But you check out the videos where people talked about that just to make sure that you're doing it correctly. Oh, I actually pulled this up, so let me show you guys this. Okay. Actually, let me remove it for now. So when it comes down to the Sephora credit card, when you guys get rewards, you are not able to get this back as like cash back. You guys are going to get this back as rewards, and you can use it at the register when you guys are checking out. Your rewards are going to expire, so you want to use them right away, or they are going to expire, and you guys are not able to say, hey, I'm going to use some of my rewards right now. A lot of times you're going to have to use them all right then and there, because anything you don't use is going to be forfeited. So keep that in mind when you guys get that Sephora credit card and you think about the rewards. Now let's go ahead and add this back, because I was reading about this and I'm like, oh my gosh. Really. So how do you redeem it? So you have to present your credit card reward you received in your billing statement at checkout. So present it at checkout and you can use it at checkout. There is no maximum amount of rewards you can redeem in a store. Can you redeem part of a credit card reward? No, rewards must be fully redeemed in a single transaction. Any unused portion will be forfeited. So just keep that in mind, you guys. When it comes down to rewards, you are not able to get like cash back as a statement credit. Now, hopefully this helped you a lot. Don't forget, I have another class that's going to be starting, so I can help you guys increase your credit score 60 points in 60 days. And a lot of people are getting their credit score increased more than 60 points in 60 days. And I'm very proud that I have dedicated my time to doing this for you guys, because a lot of people have been getting great results. And I just want to make sure I continue to help people get great results. Now, my next class is more like a handheld thing where I actually, during the 60 days, we're going to be together. Like, I have a personal trainer. I meet with him every week. You not meet with me every week. It's more like every other week, but I'm going to be saying, hey, it's time for us to do this. It's time for us to do that. I'm going to be looking at your credit report saying, hey, this is what we need to do next. And I'm going to be letting you know which credit cards you should be applying for, how to remove those inquiries. I'm going to be sending out your dispute letters for you for free. So these are the different things that I am doing just to make sure that you do get you do definitely get your 60 points in 60 days. I'm going to do everything in my power to be able to help you. So if you're looking to get your house, you're looking to get you a car, if you're looking to get you some credit cards, you guys will be on track to be able to get that. But hopefully this video was helpful. We're almost pushing an hour, but I really appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, please go ahead and drop your questions down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.